Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, button things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get him on, y'all. Better give me some eggs right now. Steve Harvey, yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say, I'm so grateful. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Turn it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Come on, y'all. I said that a little bit wrong this morning, but I'm tired. I just came out the gym. I'm a little out of sorts right now, but it's okay. I'll pull it together. But let me tell you something, man. I got a clear-cut message for you today. I really do. You know, as I've gotten older, I've began to take some supplements. And supplements are to help your body in things that it doesn't produce as much as it used to. Supplements are designed to help you replenish what's been depleted in your body. That's supplements. Now, there are people I can tell you can speak a lot more aggressively and a lot more knowledgeable on this subject, but just giving you just a brief overview of my understanding of it. Now, if you've been living your life for a while, supplements are necessary for most of us. Now, also, if you've been living your life for a while, spiritually, you may need some supplements. Because you just been at it for a while. You done got wore down a little bit. You're tired. Some people around you ain't changing. Some people around you draining. It's just life just keeps on coming. Life don't ever get no easier. It just, you become more knowledgeable about how to handle it. It does not get any easier. You continue to lose loved ones. You continue to have to confront the challenges. It's just that over a course of time, you become experienced and you can handle them better. But life don't get no easier. But spiritually, you get a little bit worn down. Well, you need some spiritual supplements too. And I'm just going to flat out tell you, the more God that you can replenish yourself with, the higher the dosage of God that you are willing to put into your spiritual self, the possibilities then become limitless. You actually have the ability to make a conscious decision to supplement your body, and you have a conscious decision to supplement your spirit. You can do both. So what I did was, I could just tell you what I did. I was taking all these supplements. I started taking supplements when I was about 45, I think. That's when I began. I was thinking about it one day, and I just went, wow, man. I started talking to some knowledgeable people. I found out I needed these things. But then spiritually, man, I started supplementing myself too. I started praying some more. I started trying to gain a little bit more knowledge and wisdom and understanding from scriptures, and just try to make sense of all of it. You know, just make a little bit more sense out of my life. Make sure that I was on the right path. As a matter of fact, get on the right path. Find out my real purpose and my mission in life. And nobody can do that for you. That's something that you have to want to do. But I started supplementing my spiritual side of my life and supplementing my body. Now, I happen to be right now about in the best shape I've ever been in, technically. I can assure you, though, I am in the best shape spiritually I have ever been in. Now, my body has looked better. It really has. I mean, come on now. At where I am in life, at the stage, with the years I've been walking this earth, man, I'm cool. But spiritually, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And what it's done for me, y'all, is it's gave me a peace and a calmness. You know, it used to be, man, I used to fight so hard against people who attacked me. Now, man, it ain't that serious to me, because now I have a full understanding that if I come under attack, that God is with me. Because that's a promise he made. That's Isaiah 54:17. That's any weapon formed against you shall not prosper. You can't come and get me. I'm not here for you to take down, because you didn't put me here. So why would I fear a person bringing me down when they're not the reason that I'm here? So when you attack me, you have to be careful. Because I ain't ever by myself. I formed a relationship with the Most High that I can rely on for protection, for coverage, and for peace. A lot of times when things used to stress me out, how to run this, how to handle this, how to deal with that. You know, fame is rough, man. And then you put that together with some business, and you put that together with your family. You got a lot of stuff you're trying to tend to. I have a peace of mind about it now, because I have someone who provides me with a sense of understanding and calmness that lets me know that this too shall pass, that it ain't just a saying that I heard old people say, that it ain't just something my mama used to tell me. It's something that can really happen once you get an understanding. This too shall pass. This is just another piece of life that you are now better equipped to handle. I'm telling you what it's done for me. Millions of people out there hear me, man, has done the same thing for them. I'm telling it new to some people, but there's some people that sure enough understand what I'm saying. And then if you have known this but kind of forgot it, it's time for some supplements. So when you get like that, and now you find yourself in a situation with a disease or something, you got to do something. Now you got to start juicing all your greens. You got to start detoxing your body. You got to start purifying the system. See, the human body has always had a way to repair itself if you just give it a chance. Your mind has always had a chance to repair itself if you give it a chance. And your spirit always has a chance to repair itself if you give it a chance. It's the only way I can maintain at this level, and it's the only way I have any chance of going further. I have to increase my dosage of spiritual supplements. I got to talk to God a little bit more. I got to pray a little bit more. I got to understand his word a little bit more. That's all I'm telling you, man. If you do that, if you just pray more, if you just study a little bit more, man, just try to get an understanding. Ask him to help you understand. It will open up the possibilities of your life into a realm you never could have imagined. I'm telling you, that's real, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is? Today, today. Didn't know if you realized it or not, but you done got to another one, a whole nother one. And you didn't have not a single hand in it. You didn't do anything to bring that sun up. You didn't do nothing to set it. You didn't do nothing to breathe while you were asleep. All this, man, is grace and mercy, just blessings, man. I'm glad. I'm on another one. I got another today. Man, that's pretty good, man. Because one day, all of us will no longer be here that day. And that'll be a sad day for the people we leave behind. So my mission right now is to live all my days to the fullest. So that when my number do get called, man, and I'm making that transition, I'll be waving back down here going, man, I sure gave it a good one. I had a hella run. Well, I'm going to try not to say hella because I don't gonna need no more points against me when I get there. Because I'm already going to have a discussion at the gate. I know I ain't going to be no free in. So we're going to definitely have to have a litigation team with me. Yeah, I'm just hoping my mama come down to the front gate and then talk to Jesus for me. Put it in good words. Just say, he was, that's all I'm looking for.
He meant well.
That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, the Mouth of the South. Junior, government name Kill Spade, and the legend of Nephew Tommy.
Yeah.
Junior.
Yes, sir.
Man, what is going on with you today? You have what is it now?
Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you what I found out that my wife just did what she wanted to do. I just learned this out now. See, last night I got in from the show from Dallas. I told her, I said, babe, could you just wait up for me? Because I'm getting in really late. And she said, yeah. Do you know I got here? She was passed out. I'm talking about gone. 2 a.m. She gone. She didn't even look like, wasn't a light on for me, hit my toe at the door. She just went straight to bed. So they really don't care about if I'm out here late night and I'm out here struggling. She really don't care. It ain't really nothing she gonna do for me. She went straight to bed. I saw the fact that it wasn't no lights on in here. I'm over here dropping my bag. I done stumbled into the door. I done hit stuff. And she was talking about, who in here? It's me. What the hell you mean, who in here? Yeah. It's me. I asked her to wait up for me, and she went to bed anyway. Do they just not care?
Hey, dude, can I ask you a question? Did you not say it was 2 o'clock in the morning?
He did.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Junior,
that ain't waiting.
Waiting up is 10.
Going to bed but I thought she was gonna sit up for me, at least have me some water in her hand or something for me.
You gonna get a divorce? You gonna make it.
What,
Yeah,
you know what?
that can't be.
You know what?
2 in the morning. Ain't nobody waiting up for you with no water. 2 in the morning.
2 a.m. I don't care who you are. Once you are 40, 2 a.m. is a death hour. I gotta go to church. I gotta be at work. I'm up at 2 o'clock for.
All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. Thank you, Junior. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now to start your morning off with the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Nev?
Palm Sunday just passed, and I think it's a better time as we rerun mobile baptismal.
That's what you
There
gonna
might
do
be
this
one
week.
today that needs to be baptized. Yes, we're going to dip you 3 times right in your front yard. Mobile baptism. Well, let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Mr. Wilson.
It's Wilson. How you doing? Who's this?
How you doing? My name is Brother Springwater, man. Listen, we got paid to actually come by and do some services for you by some friends of yours, and we wanted to actually call and see about scheduling and see what you had available.
Some services. What, y'all plan on cutting some grass? What y'all do? What kind of services y'all have?
Actually, sir, you've got some friends that have actually spent a great amount of money on you, and what we do is we have a baptismal on wheels service. And what we do is we go and we baptize people at their home. And Baptism on Wheels it's a new company, but we've baptized over 1,000 people now. We have a truck which actually has a baptismal pool on the back of it, and we actually come to your home and we will baptize you in your driveway and make you whole again. So we've
excuse me, Brother Water, Brother Spring. What's your name again? I'm sorry,
Springwater.
Brother.
Springwater.
Springwater. You want to come to my house and give me a baptism in my front yard?
We want to baptize you right there in your driveway. Your friends are paid for the services. And
my friend, what friend will pay for me to get baptized? I've been baptized already, Doc.
Well, from my understanding, sir, that evidently you had some bumps and bruises, and they seem to believe that you need to be washed and cleansed again.
I mean, that's all good. That's all good. But I mean, be that it may, man. I mean, I've been baptized. I go to church. You know, me and the Lord don't have no problems. I mean, we all have setbacks. But for you to pull up with your pool in front of my house to say you finna baptize me, that doesn't make any sense to me, Doc. I mean,
see, sir, sometimes when some people are not able to go to the house of the Lord and get baptized, you know, we're making it a lot more convenient for you when we can actually come. I don't need no convenience.
I don't need no convenience. What I need convenience for? You asking me to come to my house on a Tuesday to baptize me in my driveway. Does that make any sense to you, Brother Water? I mean, come on. If you really sit back and think about it, does that make any sense to you to come for the convenience?
First of all, sir, that's Brother Springwater. But what I'm trying to say is
any type of water is holy water, spring water. It doesn't make no difference to me. You can't come to my neighborhood and baptize me in front of my house.
Sir, what is all the anger? This is what your friends are talking about. I
don't give a damn what my friends are telling you, man. Anybody, which one of my friends gonna recommend you to come to my damn house?
Sir, I'm not.
Do that, man. That don't even make any sense to me. You understand?
Sir, I'm not at any liberty to tell you who actually.
Hold up, but you're in the liberty to come to my damn house and baptize me, but you can't tell me who the hell go see you. But you're not in what type, man? Come on, you don't even. Come on, does that make sense to you, Doc? Come on, that doesn't make any. No way in the world I'm going to allow you to come and bring your pool in front of my house and baptize me. Then I'm asking you, as you supposed to be a pastor. You're supposed to be baptized. I'm asking you, okay, which friend of mine is sending you to letting you know I need to be baptized? You'll tell you out at liberty?
Sir, all I want to know, basically, I've already been paid. I'm calling asking you about your schedule.
You're not baptizing me. I've been baptized.
I'm going to baptize you on Tuesday in your driveway.
Man, I tell you what, if you come to my house in front of my driveway, you better bring the whole congregation. You understand? You better bring the deacons, the brothers, the sisters, and everybody else if you think I'm going to be baptized in my driveway.
This is the problem. This is what your friends are talking about. This is why you need to be baptized and cleansed again and washed in the blood of the Lamb. This is what's wrong. You need to be cleansed. That's what's wrong with you, Mr. Wilton.
What's wrong with me? No, what's wrong with you is calling me in the middle of my workday telling me I need to be baptized in front of my house. If I need to be baptized and go get some holy water, I go down to the church. I don't need you coming in front of my house making a whole circus with all your friends and some white sheets talking about you want to baptize me.
From my understanding, Mr. Wilton, you've missed 2 Sundays already this month.
Sundays? Dude, man, I can go anywhere and get to work. I don't need you coming here because you telling me I missed 2 damn Sundays. I'm going to miss this Sunday, too, because the football game coming on.
Sir, all I know is I've been paid to do a job. I will be there Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock, and we will baptize you before you go to work on Tuesday morning.
I tell you what. You come to my house 7 o'clock in the morning, I swear on your Lord, I'm going to bust your You understand me? You will not come to my house telling me you finna baptize me. I don't give a damn who paid you. You understand? I will drown your in the water. Matter of fact, now, bring you, your deacons, and everybody else. We gonna have a pool party in that. You understand?
I'm gonna get all of this anger and all of these problems you have within you. We are going to purge your body and get it out your system.
I don't want your pleasing me. I tell you what. Brother Springwater, is it that what you call?
It's Brother Springwater. You're going to get baptized on Tuesday morning.
I I don't give a damn who pays you, who called you. Bring your I'm going to you up. I guarantee you. I'm going to dry you on sight.
I got one more thing I want to say to you. Would you listen to me?
Matter of fact, I'm busy. You ain't got to say to me. I got to go. You understand? You ain't got to
I got one more thing I want to say to you. Is you listening to me?
What, man?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy Mason. Hello?
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. Y'all was about to bring some hell to heaven. I was about to act a fool on y'all if y'all would have showed up at my crib. You understand me?
Hey, Wilson, I got to ask you something. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, you know it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm through with it. I'm through with it. I dropped the mic. I'm through.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour in trending national news, former President Trump is expected to appear in New York today for his arraignment on multiple counts related to an alleged hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Plus, in entertainment news, Shannon Sharp said he thought he found the one, but she was married, so he tried to pay for her divorce.
What?
About that. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Hell yeah. You do it, Shannon.
Boy, Shannon.
Come on, man.
And in other entertainment news, the stripper seen dancing in that viral video in the Bulls versus Lakers game. Well, she says business is booming. We'll talk about it at the top of the hour.
I bet it is.
All of
you
this.
think?
But right now, it is time to ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building. All right, Tressa in Roanoke writes, I'm dating a man that has too many female friends. He and I were having a relaxing Saturday evening, and his old coworker called and said she was in the neighborhood, so he told her to stop by for a drink. He said it's no harm in it if he's not disrespecting me. How do I stop this without looking jealous?
Well, number one, you are jealous. Number two, you don't like it. And it's just simple. If you want to be in a committed relationship with me, then I expect some level of commitment. And I'm uncomfortable with these females that you call friends just dropping by. Where they friends at? You know? So, I mean, you know, look, man, y'all can, look, we done went over this 100 times on this show, and y'all can feel how you want to feel. But I have told you, this don't ever work out. Now, you can keep on,
over and over.
bruh, you can keep on thinking it ain't possible. Listen to me. Okay, if it's possible, go ahead. Okay, hey, Mr. Possible, let me ask you something. You got any female friends?
Yeah, I got some.
Why are you looking at him
Me?
like that?
Why you looking at me like that?
You got two.
I'm
Shirley,
talking.
Carla, Monica.
No, them is co-workers. Yeah. And when they come over your house, it's at the Christmas party and the barbecue.
With our spouses.
And Jackie know them. Yeah. No, man, you can stop all that, homie. I'll tell you what, hey, Tommy, okay, you sitting up at the house, Jack. Can a girl call you and tell you she coming by for a drink?
No, you got to get the drink somewhere else. No.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta get the
These guys are just dating. They're just dating.
Okay, sure. Okay, Dave.
They're just
Okay,
dating.
I said what I had to say. Next question.
You said what you said.
No, I ain't changing my mind, man.
Fatima in the Bronx says, my husband and I hit a rough patch in the intimacy department, and I told him he could have a hall pass. He is scared to do it because he thinks that I will want one too. What he doesn't know is that I have them all the time. Should I tell him that?
Don't do that.
What in the world?
Don't do that.
Good not to tell
And see, that's why y'all done hit a snag. Because you done took your snag somewhere else.
What is wrong with
Yeah, you and Snaggy over there just getting it in.
This is crazy.
Over there just being real snaggy. Yeah. Thing he don't know is I have them all the time. Should I tell him, lady?
I'll be there.
Don't you do that.
Right.
And stop it.
Yeah,
These
and you
are
really need to
hairs.
stop.
Yeah, she needs to stop. What is she doing? All right. Drika in Greensboro says, my married male coworker is sleeping with another coworker's 24-year-old daughter. And whenever the mama gets mad, she curses him out at work and she tries to fight him.
Sure. I missed that start over.
Okay, yeah. A married male coworker is sleeping with another coworker's 24-year-old daughter. Got that?
Okay.
And whenever the mama gets mad, she curses him out at work and tries to fight him. So how do I get them to stop? Huh?
What has got to do with the person that's writing? Go ahead.
Oh, wait, who was the lady that's writing the letter, though?
She's a person who's observing this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Job.
Yeah. She's at the.
So
Her
she
married
wants to know
coworker
how,
sleep-
what? I got it.
Huh?
So now she want to know what now?
She wants to know how does she stop them from clowning at work in front of the white folks?
No. See, this is. You got to let this happen. Clowning in front of the white folks. The married man is sleeping with the daughter of a coworker of
another
his.
coworker. Yeah.
And every time they get mad, she cuss him out and want to fight him.
The mother.
the job.
The
the
mother.
mother.
Is at work.
Now, the standby, the lady that's writing the letter,
Of the daughter.
wants to know how they get them to stop this in front of the white folk. And now, there are several ways you
Chris
can
Rock.
stop this. There are several ways you can.
Come on with your suggestions. What?
The obvious one is to, well, I wouldn't do that. So let me change my answer because I was going to do something that was going to go against my code. This is none of your business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. What you should do, and I very rarely recommend this, but you should go over there and sit with the white folks and just act like you don't know they ass. And when it's jumping off, you and the white folks going, what in the world is going on? And you just go, oh, for jeepers, I have no idea.
Not for jeepers.
This is them times when you can't blame white people for everything. You got to go over there and sit with them white people and go, yep, see there, told you. And don't allow them to put a racial element to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you hear them say, hey, if you hear them say, why the blacks always, hey, blacks ain't always doing nothing. No.
White people fight too.
That's those three. And then you got to start leaking information. He's sleeping with her daughter.
You have to have your white voice when you leak the information.
I just did it. He's sleeping with her daughter. You know that, don't you?
Oh, now you're gossiping too.
Oh my God, are you serious? Yes. See, and then that'll help you get out there. It's just a mess. It's horrible. Now you finna get that old righteousness. Has anyone told the wife? And that's where this is gonna get crazy.
All right. So that's what Drika should do.
Well,
Drake will write us back about the job.
Yeah.
oh my God, this is horrible.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. In trending political news, we all know a grand jury indicted the former president who was being investigated by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office. We're talking, of course, about former President Donald Trump into an illegal hush money payment of $130,000 paid by his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep her quiet ahead of the 2016 presidential election about an affair she claimed she had with Trump back in 2010. 2006. New York prosecutors this month claimed that the payment to Daniels might be considered a campaign violation, and also found that the Trump organization recorded the reimbursement to Cohen as legal expenses. It's against state law in New York for companies to misclassify the nature of expenses. This could lead to a misdemeanor charge, which would become a felony if the misclassification took place in order to cover up another crime. All right?
Ooh.
It's getting
up.
hot in here.
Lock him up. Lock him up.
Here's, I wish something was going to happen to him legally. This indictment is a first. But I have no faith in this system. And now all of the Republicans are saying that they have no faith in this system because it's rigged against him. It's a political witch hunt, and this should never be happening to a former president of the United States. Well, most presidents don't break the law. Most presidents ain't had an affair with a hooker and a porn star. Most presidents ain't had to pay the porn star no damn hush money. Let me tell y'all something. If Barack Obama had done any of this,
yes,
the party wouldn't be behind him, the country wouldn't be behind him, and man, America would be appalled. But our country is so sick. Well, we actually, and this is their best hope, is Trump again. And the reason Trump is fighting so hard to get the nomination again and be president is so he can't get indicted and convicted.
Right.
Because as president, he won't. But this cowardice country that we live in, who is so afraid of Donald Trump and his base, that they are all supporting him. How can you support a person who has committed a criminal act and an act of immorality? You all rallied like hell to impeach Bill Clinton with the Monica Lewinsky stuff. This is deeper than that. He had an affair with the porn star while he was married and took this money so it wouldn't ruin his campaign and paid this porn star off. Not trying to act like they didn't. And then here's lawyers talking about there were NDA violations. Man, don't nobody care nothing about that. No. What you really did was, and the sickness of this country is, they will willingly go down there and vote for this type of corrupt morality to sit in the White House. That it's okay to say to your children, this is who we want to represent our blessed nation. Right. Y'all can take that Constitution of y'all's.
Okay.
No, really, you can't, because you only pull it out when you need it, and when it's got some doo-doo on it, you want to put it back up in there. No, man, that's bull crap. Get your Constitution out and use it, and let your law be the law for everybody else. If a black person of any stature on any damn job get caught paying some hush money to a hooker, porn star, your ass ain't at that company no more, man.
No.
You're not at that job no more. And you damn sure ain't finna be the damn president of the United States. But since it's Donald Trump, and he epitomizes, listen to me, man, what so many people aspire to be. They would sell their soul to have a jet with their name on it, to have these hotels with their names on it, to live in Mar-a-Lago, and to be walking around with that lifestyle. And however he got it, hook, crook, line, or sinker, whatever loopholes he jumped through, whatever taxes he ain't paid, they admire that. Because if they knew how to do it, they would do it. And they vote for corruption because they are corrupt. Period.
Yeah. Later on today, Trump is expected to appear in New York for his arraignment on multiple counts. And one of Trump's lawyers said the former president will not be handcuffed.
I wonder if they're going to film
why not?
this.
Yeah. All right. We'll be watching for sure. All right, let's get to the Shannon Sharp story. Shannon Sharp kept it real about his love life recently on Skip and Shannon, the Undisputed Show. Shannon said back when he was dating a married woman, he really believed she was the one. Take a listen.
I was once dating this chick, right, Skip, and she was married, but she was getting a divorce. I knew I wanted her. I said, you know what? I'll pay for the divorce because I believe she was the one. That's what I did. I said, why you arguing about this? He wouldn't sign the papers. I said, why you arguing about this little bit of money? I gave her the money, filed the divorce because I believe. I keep it 100 with y'all here, Skip, but I did that. Will you believe? What would you do if you believe?
Come on. Damn right. Damn right.
Really?
Damn right.
He sounded like a preacher.
No. When you believe what you won't do,
Hey. Okay.
do for love.
All right, coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Well, next hour during Junior Sports Talk, we'll talk about last night's NCAA Men's Championship. But right now, let's talk about the Women's Championship. We have to say congratulations again to the LSU women's basketball team on winning their first NCAA National Championship in program history. Yes. But everyone is still commenting on social media about LSU's Angel Reese's ring finger gesture at Iowa's Caitlin Clark. Now, what's the big deal? Caitlin's trash talk Louisville with the same ring finger gesture, and it was okay. But take a listen to Angel Reese's address the situation. Take a listen.
I'm happy. I mean, all year I was critiqued about who I was. The narrative, I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit in the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood. I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this was for the girls that look like me, that's going to speak up on what they believe in. It's unapologetically you. And that's what I did it for tonight. This was for it was bigger than me tonight. It was bigger than me. Twitter is going to go in a rage every time. And I mean, I'm happy. I feel like I've helped grow women's basketball this year. I'm super happy and excited. So I'm looking forward to celebrating in the next season.
Okay.
Well said.
Yeah. Okay.
Well said.
Yeah.
But don't they all do that? Don't they all wave bye-bye when they win? I mean, I've seen a lot of different gestures.
It's trash talking in sports.
Yeah.
That's
Men
what they're
do it
doing
all the time, but it's
yes.
a problem with women. When women do it, they say women's basketball isn't exciting. Now it's a little bit of excitement going on, and she gets criticized for that. Come on.
Well, and when Caitlin Clark, who's white, when she
yeah.
did the gesture, she's great for the game. She's this, she's that. And let me say this, Caitlin Clark is a bad girl. This girl can play some college basketball, just basketball, period. She is dope. But when Angel Reese and LSU, those women are good too. They are dope too. And they won the game. And when she did the gesture back at Caitlin, then it's a problem. She doesn't have good conduct. It's a problem when the sister does it, but when the white girl does it, it's not an issue. And that's not right for them to do that to Angel.
It's racially biased. It's sexually biased. It's all of those things. Yeah.
You should have won. Hell, that's it. Bottom line.
No.
He wouldn't have to worry about that.
If you won the game, we wouldn't be having this discussion. But you lost. Yeah.
There's video of Caitlin doing it.
Yeah, she did it at the Louisville game. Yes.
Yeah. It's cool. So what?
Right. It's trash talking.
Let the women trash talk.
See you next year, man. It's over.
Yes.
Yeah. But is anybody going to say anything about the coach?
That outfit she had on.
He likes to put it on, baby.
LSU, shout out to Kim.
Yeah. It was too much for me. It was a lot going on that sideline.
All right.
A lot of strikes for the Tigers. Go Tigers, LSU. Congrats.
Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour. We'll check Steve's voicemail right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now to check Steve's voicemail. And if you would like to leave Steve a voicemail, all you have to do is call him 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. You might just hear your phone call on the air. This one, Steve, is from Gary out of Georgia. He has a comment about the caller who questioned your faith.
Hey, Steve, I was listening to your morning show on Saturday, and I appreciate you taking my call. The guy that called in and said, you never hear you say Jesus, you should have told him that Jesus is God in the flesh. That's all it is. If you don't say Jesus, you're still talking about God. God is Jesus, tell him. You know, the Bible says that Jesus Christ is the image of the invisible God. So all this old foolishness, I wouldn't even entertain that. Thanks a lot for taking my call.
Well, thank you, sir.
Right,
I appreciate that. But I do entertain them calls because I like entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, if you got something to say to me, I want to have something to say to you. But I appreciate that. It's not going to change anything. It always alarms me when people question their faith like they got more than you got. Who is he? What do he
judgment.
do?
It's called judgment.
Yeah, man, go on somewhere.
This Holy Week right here.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Next is Trump caller, Steve.
Good morning, Steve. This is Gary. I'm calling from Georgia, bottom part of Georgia. They're saying that Trump has been indicted and he's supposed to fly to New York Monday morning, but Trump's going to leave the country. Beware, Trump is getting ready to leave the country. He's not flying to New York. He's supposed to be leaving Mar-a-Lago and fly to New York. He's going to leave the country on y'all guys. Have a good one, Steve. Thank you.
Boy, sir.
He got a theory.
Right.
Sir. And what
He got a theory.
Where he go?
you think, first of all, let me explain something to you, though. He has to make a flight plan. You can't just go out there and get on your plane and start it up and drive off. These ain't cars, dog. You got to get a flight plan. You got to get air clearance. You go out there and take that plane off and air traffic control don't know you in the air, dog, you will be dead soon after that. Because first of all, if you don't make a flight plan, the government is watching the airways. And if you don't, your plane ain't notified, brother, it's going to be some F-1 fighters on your ass so fast. Talking to the pilot in that cockpit. You going to find your way back down on the ground.
I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, can he go to Russia? Because that's where his boy is.
Dog, he can't go nowhere. Dog, you just can't get in a plane and take off like that. Now, drug smugglers do it, but when they get detected, they got problems. But this is a jet. They wasn't smuggling drugs on 747s. He got a Boeing business jet.
Yeah.
Dog, Trump ain't stupid now.
Got a tail.
You can't just take off. Bro,
wow.
You go out to one of these airports and that plane go down that runway. Do you know how many people get notified? And when you lift off, you don't know who landing, who coming, who going across the airway. That's a very fast way to die.
Yeah.
And Trump will beat his ass in New York this morning.
In court later on.
It will be this morning. He'll be there. Now,
he can't go next door to Mexico. He can't do that.
Where he going? Don't nobody like him.
Lock him up.
Can't go to the Bahamas.
They gonna deny
Bahamas.
him entry.
Bro, if you go to Russia, his whole career is over because everybody's against Russia because of the Ukrainian war. He go over there, man. He'll be in court today, y'all.
Don't even
Make no mistake.
Telling y'all right now. Listen to me. He gonna take off and fly out the country. He will be shot down by boy.
All right, we gotta go, Steve. Coming up next, it is the nephew and today's prank phone call right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter. Subject is shoes under the bed. Okay? Shoes under the bed. We'll get into that in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got for us?
Well, we got an issue here. We have an issue here. We have a white guy that's married to a black lady.
Okay.
But if he gonna go to church with her, he's gonna have to take the church gospel quiz. The church gospel.
Not the quiz. Not the church.
There's some things he need to know. You understand?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take the church gospel quiz, and you're gonna have to pass it with flying colors to be hanging out in a black sanctuary. All right, so this right here is church gospel quiz as we ease on into coming up to Easter Sunday. This is church gospel quiz. Cat Dog, if you would.
This is Grant.
Hi, Grant. Grant Stevens, right?
Yes.
Hey, Grant, this is Brother Lewis Finley. I'm calling from Mount Sinai Missionary Baptist Church. You and your wife just joined a couple weeks ago, am I right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So now listen, I wanted to reach out to you. I know you guys have started the orientation, and from my understanding, you finished one class of the orientation. You got 3 more to go. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. So first of all, I want to say welcome to Mount Sinai, and I hope you are enjoying yourself. I know that you and your wife are a mixed couple. You're Caucasian and she's black. Are you liking the church so far, Grant?
Absolutely, we really are enjoying it. We completed our first orientation, and so far we're really enjoying it.
Okay. Did I catch you at a bad time?
I am at work right now, but it's okay. I've got a couple minutes.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to call you, man. I was worried. I know you, because I don't think you know this, but you are the first Caucasian to join our church. And I just want to make sure you kind of knew the language and just kind of knowing what the black church is all about. And there's certain sayings and different things I think you should know, so that I just don't want you to say the wrong thing while you at the church. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so what I wanted to do, like, I wanted to give you a little black church quiz, so you can kind of, maybe if you could, it'll let me know where you are, if you on a lower level or a high level as far as being knowledgeable about the black church. Like, fill this blank in for me, Grant, if you don't mind. I just want to take a little bit of your time, and I'll let you get back to work. But first of all, give a blank to God. What would go in that blank right there? First of all, give a blank to God.
Yeah, all I can think of off the top of my head is give thanks to God.
No, see, that's wrong. See, what it is first of all, give a honor to God. All right, remember that. First of all, give an honor to God. You got that?
Okay, yes.
Okay, first of all, give an honor to God, who is the blank of my life. What goes in the blank? First of all, give an honor to God, who is the blank of my life.
The love of my life.
No. See, that's wrong. First of all, give an honor to God, who is the head of my life.
Are you sure?
That? I'm sorry?
Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
Oh, I'm definitely sure about mine. Don't. What I don't want you to do is question what I know. I'm from the black church. I know you.
Okay, no, I wasn't questioning you, sir. I wasn't questioning. I'm sorry. I've just always heard it that way, but.
Okay, so I'm trying to give you the understanding of knowing what the black church is about. You understand?
I understand. I appreciate you. I apologize, sir.
Okay. Now.
Look, I don't know these answers, obviously, but I've got a meeting I got to get to here in a minute. Like this, I'm curious, does everyone in the church get these phone calls?
Well, wait a minute, Grant. I know you have a meeting, but what's more important, your meeting or knowing your position at the black church? What's more important?
I really don't have time for this right now. I can't believe this is actually happening. Like, does your pastor even know that you're calling me right now?
Well, no, I took the liberty of myself when I realized you was Caucasian that I would call and try to help you so you would know what to do when you're in the black church when people are saying certain things. Okay. Grant, if you don't mind, just do this for me, Grant. Like, do you know what hooping is?
Hooping? Like hula hooping?
No. Hooping is when the pastor is at the end of his sermon. So listen to this. All along, good God Almighty. Do that for me if you would, Grant.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God Almighty.
No. One more. Let's just come on. You with me now? Oh Lord, good God Almighty. Try it again, Grant.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh Lord, oh yeah, oh God Almighty.
Okay. Hey, Grant, do you think maybe it's possible that me and you can have some sessions before you come back to the church and I can prepare you more?
Hey man, listen, you have caught me at a really bad time, and I'm quite honestly just so frustrated. Like, I've never heard of a quiz like this. I'm really offended, to be honest with you. Like, do you guys not want me to go to your church anymore? Like, a matter of fact, dude, you should be calling my wife right now. She's black.
Well, she should already know the quiz question. You the one don't know her. Why am I call her? I should call you.
I am at work right now. I have a meeting to get to in just a minute. I don't know what you're doing, and I hold on a second. I have got to close my office door. This is so embarrassing. I have never, ever received a phone call like this in my life, and you better be lucky. I mean, I want to talk to your pastor. I am going to talk to him next Sunday. No joke.
Well, I didn't mean for you to get hostile like that. I didn't mean to upset you or nothing like that. Well, can I say something else to you?
One last thing, and I have to go.
Okay. I just want to let you know that this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Carolyn got me to prank phone call you.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Are you good? You all right?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. A little embarrassed, but I'm all right.
Grant, you got to do it for me one more time. Oh, Lord, good God Almighty.
Oh, Lord, oh, yeah, God Almighty.
Okay, man, look, do this for me. Tell me what is the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, all the way.
Oh, goodness.
Won't he do it?
Won't
he do it? And
You
won't
play
he
too
will
much.
and will he won't.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let me thank Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, for coming out, hanging out with me, Junior, our boy, Rodney Perry, Dominique, and the legend, the one and only Miss Monique. Rocked that thing in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Did y'all arrive in a hearse? Did y'all do all that? The hearse?
You know, somebody was using the hearse
We couldn't get it.
It was a late delivery that was going on, but that's all right. We made it there. I won't be rolling up in a hearse, but I will be showing up at the Sky Pack, baby. The Sky Pack, Bowling Green, Kentucky, April the 15th. That's me and Life Jennings and Bubba Dub. It's called The Laugh and Love Show. The Laugh and Love Show. Tickets on sale right now at the Sky Pack, Bowling Green, Kentucky. I had to do that. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is my strawberry letter. The subject is shoes under the bed. We'll get into it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Just a friendly reminder that you can make a difference and help our neighbors affected by tornadoes and storms in the South and the Midwest. All you have to do is text the word Red Cross to 90999, 90999 to give $10 to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. That's all you have to do. So
Yeah.
please do it. If you have the funds to do it, please help out if you can. All right, we're going to switch gears here, and it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours. So write it.
Could be. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. A Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, shoes under the bed. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm 47 years old and the guy I'm dating is not who I thought he was. When we started dating, I told him that I didn't want to get married because I had been living with the man for almost 15 years, and when he called it quits, it was easier to pick up and move on. He told me that he was tired of the dating scene and he wanted to settle down. He's 50 and has never been married. He said he hadn't dated anyone in over 4 years and he didn't even let women come to his apartment anymore. When we decided to live together, I helped him clean out his apartment and I found feminine products, ladies' hair products, and old makeup. All of the products were expired, so I thought they might belong to his ex-girlfriend. But when I found 3 pairs of ladies' shoes and a pair of fluffy house shoes under his bed that were current styles, I knew someone had left them there recently. I put the shoes in the living room. I put the shoes in the living room and told him to call his side chick and tell her to come and get all of her shoes. There were 3 pairs of Louboutins, and 1 pair was the same as a pair he bought me for Christmas. At first, he tried to act like he knew the shoes were under the bed, and he said that it was nothing. These shoes have been gently worn, and they were a tiny size 7, so he knew better than to say they were for me. He is avoiding the subject now and saying I'm crazy for going through his things. His lease is up, and he only has about 10 more days in that apartment. He can't come stay with me until he stops lying about the shoes. Here's my question. If it's plain as day to me that a woman was in his place recently, am I stupid if I move forward with him? No matter what happens, should I trust him? Okay, here go your questions. Are you stupid if you move forward with him? Yes. No matter what happens, should I trust him? No. All right, that's it. Those are your questions. I mean, you're really wasting our time with this. Steve and I, come on, we can see this. You know this is wrong. Why can't you see this?
Shirley,
you know
yes.
he's trying to find some place to stay because his lease is up in 10 days. You know he has another woman or women. The clues and the shoes are all there for you to see. You don't need us to tell you what is clear. You can see it with your own eyes. He's using you. The real question is, why are you continuing in this foolishness? Why would you take another man in your home to play house? You just did this for 15 years, and look how that turned out. This guy walked out on you. Walked out on you. Now you're entertaining it again? No. Please stop this madness that's going on in your life with these men. Get some control of your own destiny. Stop letting these men use you, and then when they're done, they just walk away. Stop this. Steve?
Well, I agree with you, Shirley. So this is going to be real simple. Shirley, right. You know, we tired of y'all. Some of these damn letters don't even need to be written. You're just wasting paper. We got to sit up in here and we got to print these out, and then we got to take our ink pen and make notes. And, you know, sometimes the strawberry letter, I don't even want to do them because just, what? It'd be okay if it was a rational letter, but listen to this letter. I'm 47. The guy I'm dating is not who I thought he was. When we started dating, I told him I didn't want to get married because I had been living with a man for almost 15 years, and when we called it quit, it was easier to pick up and move on. Now, let me ask you something, man. You don't want to get married because when y'all called it quit, it was just easy to pick up. So you got to make a decision because see something wrong with you. So are you looking for a relationship to get into with an easy out? Or are you looking for a relationship with a commitment to stay? See, if you keep looking for relationships with easy outs, you're going to keep getting this right here. Now, you don't want to get married because when y'all called it quits, it was easy to walk away. So decide what you want. You want relationships that's easy to walk away from, or you want a relationship with a commitment to stay? Come on now, lady. He told me he was tired of the dating scene and he wanted to settle down. He's 50, never been married. Right there, you got to really peel your eyes back when you start dealing with men that's 50, that ain't never been married and ain't got no children. He ain't been responsible to nobody but himself for 50 damn years. And now you want him all of a sudden to be responsible for you. You got to think about that now. He said he hadn't dated anybody in over 4 years. What man you know?
Uh-oh. Come on, make it
What
plain.
member of the male species do you know that ain't dated nobody in 4 years? Why? Why? How you ain't dating nobody in 4 years? You ain't seeing nobody in 4 years. You don't even let them come over your apartment.
Hang on, Steve.
You should have pushed his plate on the floor at the restaurant when he told you that. You got your ass and went on in your car.
I love the drama of it all. All right. Just pushed it, just the pork
In the
chops
damn
just on
floor,
the floor.
and walked up and got in your car.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, shoes under the bed. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is shoes under the bed.
47-year-old woman dating a guy that's 50. And when y'all started dating him, you told him you didn't want to get married because you've been living with a man for 15 years. And when we called it quits, it was easier to pick up and move on. That's why you don't want to get married. So when you call it quits, it's easy to move on. Here's what I said on the other break. So you want relationships that's easy to get out of and easy to quit on. That's what you want. Instead of wanting a relationship with a commitment to stay. Well, lady, then you finna get another one. And let me introduce you to him, because he is who you're dating now. He told me he was tired of dating and he wanted to settle down. He's 50 and ain't ever been married. Lord have mercy. Ladies, let me just say this about a man that's 50 that's never been married. I don't give a damn who he is, where he is, and if he's listening now. Prepare yourself to meet a man who has not been responsible for anybody for 50 years except himself. And brother, let me tell you something. How you got through for 50 years, caring for I don't care what you gave your mama. I don't care if you bought your mama a house. I'm talking about somebody your ass is directly responsible to and somebody you answer to. I don't give a doggone if you've been in the military. It don't matter. 50 years old, because I'm going to tell you something. You know what real manhood is? Now, you can be a man.
Say it.
But the full scope of manhood is 2 things. When you love somebody more than you love yourself, and you are responsible for the welfare and being of someone else other than you. When you accomplish them 2 things, your ass is a real man. The rest of it, dog, all the rest of this, you can be a man and you can be successful. But you want to get the totality of what manhood is until you love somebody more than you love yourself. And you are responsible for somebody's life wholly and solely other than yours. Hey, man, you don't know what this is, man. You really don't. And that's what we're dealing with now. And then he said he ain't dated anybody in over 4 years. I want you, like I said before, when he told you that in the restaurant, you should have reached over, raked his plate on the floor, and got up and went and got in your car and drove off. The hell you sitting there? What male species ain't dated no damn body in 4 years? And then he said, and he don't even let women come to his apartment anymore. Why not? Dog, who don't want no company? who don't? See, this is what happened when you date this 50-year-old dude that ain't never been married. And then when we decided to live together, I helped him clean out his apartment, and I found feminine products. Ladies' hair products, old makeup. All the products were expired, so I thought they might belong to his ex-girlfriend. Then I found 3 pair of ladies' shoes and a pair of fluffy house shoes under his bed that were current styles. I knew someone had left them there recently. Yes, all that's true. Okay, and so now, but why did you move in before you went over there, though? Listen to me, ladies. When you over a man's house and the guy serious, you think about moving in, two things you need to do. You need to look in the closet on the back. You need to look under the bed. And you need to look in the damn medicine cabinet.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you need to know what you finna get. And it's in one of them damn places. It is in the closet in the top, in the back. It is under the bed. And it is in the medicine cabinet. Now, you can call it, what you snooping around my house for? Because I'm trying to see my future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I put the shoes in the living room and told him to call his side chick and tell her to come get all her shoes. It was 3 pair of Louboutins, and 1 pair was the same pair that he bought me for Christmas. Now, I got to give him credit for that because that's easy shopping. And you ain't confused about it because you done bought them for everybody. See, that right there, that's good ass. That's good ass shopping right there. That's plan A. I did that when I was 18. I bought 2 girls a turquoise bracelet at the May Company because it was 2 for 1 at Christmas. And I boxed them up and I put the note in each one to each one of them. But I made the mistake of giving each one of them the wrong box.
You switched it up, didn't you?
Yeah. I did that at 19. He doing it at 50. See, there's a big ass difference here.
All right, you get a pass.
Yeah, I learned mine at 19. He doing it at 50. His dumb ass. And then these shoes were gently worn, and they were a tiny size 7. Now, this girl wear a 10, clearly. Because anytime you call a 7 a tiny shoe, you ain't no 8. Oh, no, you a 10. And ain't nothing wrong with 10s, because, boy, I done seen some women, some fine women wear some 10s. But I just never know that about here. So he know better to say that was for me. He was avoiding the subject of saying I'm crazy, going through the things. Lisa's up in about 10 more. The question is it plain as day that a woman was in the place recently? Yes. Am I stupid if I move forward with him? You already moved in with him. What is the letter for? You too late. You live there. You're putting shoes and telling chicks to come by to get them. Now, if you was back in the day in Poe, you'd have to put slits in them shoes because you have to jam your 10s down in them.
All right, post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at
Have your baby toe
SteveHarveyFM.com
sticking out the side.
on Instagram and Facebook. Check
My
out
mama
the
had a
Strawberry
pair of
Letter
them shoes.
podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it's Junior in Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. Hey, Junior, what you got this morning?
Okay, the men's national championship game in Houston was a game. Congratulations to UConn for beating San Diego State. That game went down 76-59. It was close for the first 3 minutes.
And that was pretty much it.
That was pretty much all UConn at that point. Yeah. But you know what? The city looked good, though. They was in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was packed in the NRG Stadium, man. They was packed in there.
And you saw fans from all over,
From all over.
Representing.
U of H coach. I saw U of H coach there.
Yeah, it was
cool.
Good. It was a national championship game. I mean, UConn was the favorite, and man, you winning by that margin of margin of victory. That would shock me. I thought San Diego was gonna make it close, but no, man. That I don't know who that dude was, Tommy, but he was like this dude is like 7 foot. He was just dunking on everybody.
Big boy in the middle.
Yeah, man. I said, what?
A freak of nature, partner.
Yeah. Tickets average, man, for that game, man, from 15,000 to 20,000, Tommy. To go
for
to
one
the net.
seat?
For one seat. I know my TV was the best spot for me to be in.
I know that's right.
I know my TV was working. I said, I got the same view they got.
Yeah.
But-
So UConn did it, huh?
Yeah.
Champs.
So that's
College
it for
champs.
basketball, man. They college champs, man. And, congratulations again to the LSU girls for also being the national champs for women's basketball.
Junior, what about this, though? Dr. Jill Biden, the First Lady, extending an invitation to both teams now, Iowa and LSU.
Lying.
No.
To the White House. Did y'all hear about that?
No.
You lied to me.
Yeah.
No, y'all didn't win.
When the losers get the invite.
Yeah, for real. Y'all can go to Iowa State Capitol. We don't care about that, but you're not going to the White House. No, that's not fair.
That's trending right now too. So they like, come on now.
Yeah, come on.
So LSU shouldn't even go then if that's the case. Let's just
no,
stay
they
at home.
should go. They won, but maybe Iowa declined the offer. Maybe
they need to. Because that's not fair.
March Madness into April Madness.
Right. Surely.
And April 2 for that.
Here we go.
It's going down, right?
Yeah. We already got participation trophies. Now we got participation visits. No, y'all didn't win. You don't need to be down here. Right. No, you ain't getting no jerseys from both teams. No, that don't work.
All right,
like that.
Junior.
So,
all right, congratulations once again to the winners, to the champs, and thank you. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, here we go. Ricky on Facebook writes, yesterday my wife told me some sad news. Our neighbor has been diagnosed with a terminal illness and probably has about 6 months to live. She's been close to them, but really the only contact I've had with the guy is when he wanted to borrow something. So here's my question, Uncle Steve. What's the most tactful way to go over and try to get my stuff back? We're talking jumper cables, various tools, a push lawnmower, and stuff like that. I don't want to sound heartless.
Come on.
I don't want to sound heartless, he says, but I'm afraid my stuff will end up in some garage or estate sale, and I'm not buying it back.
The way I do it is the stuff that you just listed, lawnmowers, jumper cables, it's already in the garage. Mm-hmm. He stayed right next door. And when he died, just go over there and get it right there.
Same day.
And get on back to the house.
He's gonna look like a thief.
Well, he dead. It's yours. You didn't know. But then, see, soon as you hear he died, you got to be right there as soon as he died. And then walk in there and get it. And then people talking about, you stole it. No, I was picking up my stuff. He dead. When? And be surprised.
Be surprised.
Oh, that's
be
the
surprised.
Key. That's the key.
And then drop all the stuff and go,
Have you done this before?
Put on a show.
Lord, geez, I was just going by and pick up my stuff because I was getting ready. I was going to cut his grass for him. Oh, Lord, no, he dead. He gone. Oh, Lord, geez. And then when the people leave, they go, he gone, Lord, geez.
You just stop right there.
I got my stuff back, man. I wasn't going to pay for this at no estate sale and all that. Yeah, man, you just got to put a little acting in here, a lot of hood and a little acting. You got to be half holy, half hood. I got a T-shirt Fred brother gave me, purple and gold. It say, I'm half holy and half hood. That means you can pray with me, but don't play with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I like that. I like that.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right. We have time, I think, Steve, for one more. This is from Gary on Steve Harvey FM. Gary writes, I just started working at a new company, and things are going well so far. However, some guy who I guess was there from the start of the business and retired about a year ago just died. My boss is taking it pretty hard, and he has strongly suggested that he'd like all current employees to go to the funeral. I'm not being told by my new coworkers that the boss takes mental notes, keeps score, and remembers everything. That's what he's being told by his coworkers. So in other words, if I'm not there, I might as well kiss goodbye any chance of being promoted. I have plans on Saturday that'll need to be canceled to go to this thing, but I'd rather not because I didn't even know the guy. So Steve, Tommy Jr., is that more important? I love the job and want to be there for a long time, but for real, come on, dog.
You better get a black suit and get your ass down in there.
See, me, I don't do stuff like that. I don't go to nobody's funeral. I don't know.
But what can he do at the job, though?
Hey, dog, your boss crying, I ain't go. I don't know
just
him.
dip it in there for a minute, though, dog. Just dip in there 30 minutes and get on out.
This ain't no social event.
I know.
Yeah. They're saying
they taking SCO, though.
Yeah, he might not get promoted.
Oh, man, just cause this...
This what? Say it. Cause this what?
No, don't encourage him.
This man
died. That what you finna say?
Yeah,
exactly.
That was it, Tommy. You know
it. I tell him this head. Because he died. He got to go down here. I didn't know him.
Yeah.
He wasn't half-ass coming to work. He was sick all the time.
Oh my God! What are we crying for?
Just say anything. Anything. Anything.
Can I have his chair? I like that chair. He was chair. Yeah, nice ass mouse pad over there, man. I like that. I ain't never seen that before. Stuff like that. But I don't go to people's funeral. I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah. That's
That's your last dead people segment. Here, that was 2 dead people back to back.
Quit dying around me.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's remind everyone about your game-changing daily green powder drink. It's called Elevate You.
Hey, man. This past weekend, my fraternity had a reunion of our chapter. And I'm just glad to see the brothers, the ones that still here. We lost some brothers along the way. But I tell you what was great, man. I ran up into a frat brother named Bill Forrester, who I pledged under. He came up to me, and he's older. He's like 70-something. He said, Brother Harvey, I've been using your Elevate You, man, and I want to tell you something, man. It really does work, man. Thank you, man. Nice. It took about 3 weeks for mine to kick in. He said, man, but when it kicked in, man, I started back to walking. I've got the energy. I'm down at the gym now, man. I don't miss a day, man. That product Elevate You, man, and it tastes good, too. He said, I don't really care for the green one, but I love that cherry and that chocolate. I'll let him talk. And he just said, hey, man, that Elevate You is dynamite. I done told all my friends at the gym about it because they notice how I'm acting now. And I recommend Elevate You to anybody. So folks out there, go to elevateyou.com and check it out. And join the millions of people who are on it and thriving.
All right.
Jesus' name. Amen. Hey, I said Jesus. Send a text.
Send a text out.
Send an email out.
Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather babysit crying baby triplets for 6 hours, or would you rather go without food and water for 24 hours, just a day?
Give me them babies. Give me them babies.
So no food, no water for a whole day?
Oh, I've done that before, yeah.
As opposed to babysit some crying triplets.
I'm finna eat and cry with them babies. I starve myself.
So, Steve, no food or drink? Tommy said he gonna
I can do that for 24 hours. I'm not sitting up here with these babies.
For 6 hours, that's it.
They crying the whole damn time. What, they got colic? No, I ain't finna do that. No, sir. I done been around colic baby before. No, Lord. It ain't nothing you can do. You got to hurry up and get to that drugstore, and it's got to say colic on there.
Old school.
All right. Would you rather wake up in the morning as a dog, or would you rather wake up in the morning as a cat?
Come on now.
Oh, dog.
Why must I feel like Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. This is a story about a famous dog.
The whole song.
A rhythmic dog. Dog, hey man, when I saw George Clinton, I said, I want to thank you for writing that song for me. He said, how you figure that's for you? I said, when you say this is a story about a famous dog. I said, George, I took it personal. He said, well, go ahead on then.
All right, let's keep with the animal theme, okay? Would you rather kiss a horse, or would you rather tell your ex you still love them?
Give me this horse.
And the tongue kiss that horse.
I'm talking about all across his big ass teeth. I'm going to run my tongue across that horse teeth. I'm gonna do it so good. That damn horse gonna be looking for me later on. Hey, bro, what you? It's gonna be a mare too. I want a mare horse. Hey, what you doing later on tonight, son?
Yeah. You would rather kiss a horse
dead in their mouth.
Yep.
Yeah. First, suck that horse's lips and run my tongue across them big ass dangerous teeth.
and feed him an apple at the same time.
All you have to do is just tell your ex you still love them. That's it.
Dog, while I'm kissing him, the horse can do this. I don't get down.
You guys are crazy. All right, coming up in 49 minutes after
you
the
ain't got
hour.
our ex, though.
Last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys. Last break of the day on this Tuesday.
Yep,
this is the day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That the Lord has made. We'll just say that. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Yeah. So we all had a busy weekend, all of us. We're all still recovering from our weekend. Steve, you were with your frat in Ohio. Tommy. Yeah, Tommy and Junior, you all were in Dallas holding it down.
Putting it down, baby.
Thank you, Dallas.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta.
Yep. Shirley, you did your
at the
thing.
lab opening.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And I co-hosted this gala, guys, I want to tell you about. It was a gala for a Jack and Jill chapter in Houston, Sugarland chapter to be exact. But anyway, my co-host, this guy, he's a comedian, Steve. His name is Daniel Dugar. And he told me a story. He said that back in the 90s, he had the opportunity to be on the Apollo back when, you were hosting. And you came up to him and you told him that he was next. And you asked him, was he ready? And he said, yeah, I think I'm ready. And he said, you said, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. I want you to go over in the corner and I want you to practice your top 2 jokes. Over and over and over, and say them over and over until you got it. Because if you are not funny when you walk back out here, they are going to boo you. So you need to make sure you got your show together. So he said he did it. He said he got out there, he killed, and he was just so happy. And he said, and from that moment on, he has always wanted to thank you. He said, because of Steve Harvey, I wear suits on stage. Because of Steve Harvey, I got a lot of confidence to be this comedian. Wow. So he said he saw you at the Kings of Comedy. He tried to come and see you. Did the Kings of Comedy go to Oakland, Steve? Yeah. So he's from Oakland. He's from that area. So he said he tried to get to you and thank you, but Boomerang shut him down.
Big boom. Just doing his job.
I'm telling you, man, you somebody gonna walk up to you on any given night and go, my man, you next. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, right after that, it's about to go down. I thank God for so many things, man. My career has been just absolutely wonderful. With all of its snags and pitfalls and troubles, it's still been wonderful, man. And like Carla said, we all had some busy weekends this weekend. The Bros was touring, Shirley was doing a launch of her product line, and Carla was out there at the gala. And I spoke at my fraternity's reunion. I was the keynote speaker. And it's really deep, man, when you sit and you're talking with cats that you were friends with 49 years ago. There were so many brothers that we formed a friendship 49 years ago. We were at my ranch last year fishing, and this white guy was there, and he said, man, this is amazing. He said, I've never seen this. He said, how did y'all reconnect? I said, we ain't never lost touch. We was friends, and it was an amazing thing. And this weekend was a lot for me, because when I spoke at Kent, I was close to Cleveland. So on Sunday, I went to my home church, Cleveland Church of Christ.
Wow.
I I haven't been in that building since 2006 when I buried my brother. I haven't been back to Cleveland since 2006 when I buried my brother. And it's hard for me to go to Cleveland because of stuff like that. But I went up there to surprise my sister, and this the one morning my sister wasn't at church. She had fallen the day before at her house, and her daughter told her she wasn't going to church. She had hurt her shoulder, my sister Mona. So I walks into church, and I need a picture. Brother Harvey. And I was trying to, I'm looking for my sister, man, so I wasn't. And all of a sudden, this woman stepped forward named Sister Carol Moore. And she the same age as my sister, 87. And, man, she was just as spry and chipper, still on the nurse's board. She said, Brother Steve Harvey, Lord Jesus. And I said, Carol Moore, Sister Moore? She started crying. She said, Lord, I can't believe you remember me. I said, I remember you. You was good to me. I said, where my sister? She ain't come today. So I said, where my nephew? Now, my nephew, L, is 17 days older than me.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
He's, 27 days older than me. Mm-hmm. He's a deacon at the church. He sits on the front row. So the church is new now. This ain't the same building. So I walked down the aisle, and everybody started seeing it's me. They turned around, but my nephew was sitting there. I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, Brother Brown, can I sit next to you? Man, he looked up at me and just busted out crying. I stood there and hugged my dude. Here's a person, man, who I've known my entire life, all 66 years. We grew up together. All my pictures as a kid, all my pictures are standing next to him. I had a good day. Yeah. And my closing remarks was just that. I had a good day. And I thank God for days like that. I went and took a picture and stood in front of my street sign on Sunday. I ain't seen that. I had a good day yesterday. God been good to Steve Harvey, man. He probably been good to you, too. So you ought to say thank you. Those are my closing remarks today. Y'all have a good one. Peace!
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.